Hello, and so glad you could join us for another edition of Locally New England, a show that is committed to bringing you local lifestyle insights, marquee events, and business profiles highlighting the culture that makes Rhode Island and New England such special places to live. I'm Ashley Snyder.
And I am Patricia Villa.
First up, we'll take a trip to North Providence High School to learn all about their CTE program and how it is creating career pathways and opportunities for their students.
North Providence High School offers career and technical education in the areas of business management, computer science, health science, and more. It's all coming up next on Locally New England.
At North Providence High School, I'm happy to say that we have 8 career and technical education programs. Currently, we have our Air Force JROTC program, which is the only Air Force program in the state of Rhode Island. We have business financial management. We have computer science, marine trades, which is boat building, pre-engineering, law and public safety, which also incorporates not only law, but both law enforcement and fire science. We have our P-Tech Health Science program, as well coming in the fall, we have performing and visual arts.
Career and technical education has been very transformative for our school and school culture. It's provided our students with a wealth of opportunity outside of the classroom. They have real-world opportunities, they've forged partnerships with businesses and industry partners. It allows them to have some time out of the classroom to earn certifications, they earn college credits, and it allows them to be a little bit more focused in the course of their school day.
Anytime I talk about the CTE pathways and programs in North Providence, I always reference 3 instrumental and important communities. Community number 1 is the school district. We're responsible for implementing a rigorous CTE scope and sequence where there is coursework, and within that coursework, we have the opportunity for students to earn industry credentials and certifications, which is a wonderful opportunity for our students in addition to the coursework that they're completing.
Students have gained a lot from being in the pre-engineering program. We have a lot of students who get scholarships, preferential admissions. We train all of our students and they get OSHA 10 certification, and when they get hired at different companies, they're starting off at a higher pay scale because they already have the credentials that they need for these jobs.
Because of this pathway, I'm introduced to so many engineering careers. Because of all of the real-world scenarios that I'm being introduced to, I can see that I am capable of actually making a change.
Community number 2 is creating partnerships with post-secondary institutions. That allows our students to earn college credit while in high school, and in one of our programs, our students have the opportunity to earn an associate degree, and we have had over 40 students earn that associate degree at no cost to their families before they receive their high school diploma.
Another aspect is helping students prepare for college. So having them become self-directed learners and having them be successful when they take those collegiate classes. I think students in P-Tech take classes as early as freshman year, so having them be ready and be college ready, I think is really important for them to be successful.
When I learned I could get my associate's degree, I pretty much jumped right at the opportunity. As a high school senior, I am going to graduate with my associate's degree, my CNA license, and I'm on track to get my EMT license.
And community number 3 is workforce development. We partner with industries across the state of Rhode Island where we embed work-based learning opportunities within their career cluster.
Honestly, marine trades has really changed my life. I feel as though the boat building and all the things that I've done here have really helped me and made me pick a career path. Not only career path, but also a major for my college.
What I want to do is be a software engineer, and with the computer science pathway, it was a perfect start to be able to further my education and further my knowledge on computer science.
Well, forensics has opened my eyes because of all the different things we do. Like, I know for me, we did a whole unit on fingerprinting. We would analyze all the ridge characteristics and we would try and match prints. And I think that really caught my interest and opened my eyes that this is what I want to continue doing.
The thing that excites me the most about the finance world is specifically mergers and acquisitions. At first, I didn't really know what to expect with the pathway, but I've been completely blown away.
CTE pathways are a great opportunity for foundation for any career, and I think especially performing arts. Performing arts is an opportunity for self-expression, and I feel like that comes with music, with acting, with painting, like visual arts. So for me, it almost like inspired me to be the person who I am today.
Our North Providence High School Junior ROTC is the only Air Force ROTC in Rhode Island. One of the big opportunities is the skills that they learn here. It's not just for the military. The skills learned in the program goes really for any career field. Even though we're military focused or affiliated, it is not a recruitment program. Our main mission is to instill the values of integrity, leadership, and personal responsibility.
A lot of things initially drew me to the FJROTC pathway, the opportunity to learn leadership skills. Another of the biggest things was the opportunity to earn a pilot's license senior year, because that's an opportunity that we have within the pathway.
So what's wonderful about CTE pathways and programs is that it prepares our students for college and career readiness at a very young age, where they're equipped with the 21st century skills and competencies that are necessary for the global marketplace.
When Locally New England returns, we take our cameras to another Rhode Island high school, Westerly High School, to explore their CTE program. Coming up next.
So at Westerly High School, we offer 9 CTE programs. We have programs, I think, that appeal to many different students, ranging from arts designer to culinary, cosmetology, construction, maritime manufacturing, criminal justice, to medical pathways. And we offer 2 computer-based programs, which are a web software program as well as an IT specialist program.
The CTE program here is really great. We've expanded it quite a bit over the last couple of years. Particularly in the art department, we have a digital lab, which has iMac computers and Wacom Cintiq tablets. We do a lot of our designing over there. And then we're actually able to take a lot of the things that we design and bring them to life. We have a massive printer. We have our screen printing studio behind me. So we're able to take those designs, print them large formats, and also screen print them onto t-shirts, bags, all sorts of things. Students have really grown with the program. They really love having access to the technology. I think is really eye-opening to them and helps them see where they can go with a career.
I think our programs give the kids the opportunity to pursue their passion or find a passion and then be able to develop that. One of our missions as a school is to have our students graduate college and or career ready. And that's, I think, what our programs help to accomplish.
So some of the great things about the cosmetology program is that this program is so diverse and the opportunities for students are limitless. Our program allows for young men and young women to come in and discover an industry that they might not know too much about, or they just really are fascinated about. And this helps to drive those jobs that students can really gain right out of high school. Our programs are rigorous, so it gives our students a look into what the future is going to hold for them.
I take a lot of pride in using local foods, local ingredients, local items, because we're so blessed with what we have here in Rhode Island. Being the ocean state, we have a lot of great farmers, we have a lot of great producers of products, and what better way to showcase our students and show our students what we have and use just great ingredients. Their takeaway from this program is just the knowledge from the equipment that we have. A lot of restaurants are now moving towards more technical, more technology. So having a lot of technological pieces in this classroom that help cook food really gives these students an advantage into what they can see from restaurants that they might go to. So it's a great place to start learning, and Westerly High School just gives the students that much more knowledge into what is expected in restaurants. Our students start to understand how to work with ingredients, how to change flavors, textures. I like to look at them as like sponges. They're soaking up as much information as they can. And if I can help make the next generation of culinarians better, I'm going to do as much as I can.
We have industry partnerships in all of our programs, and those are priceless experiences for our kids to have. We really do consult with our partners on decisions that we make about our programs, because we want our students to be able to meet the needs of the industry that they're looking to get into.
So this is the for our CTE program here at Westerly High School. We have the fine arts designer pathway for students. Students will take a combination of classes here in this studio, traditional drawing and painting, and balance it with our digital art lab just down the hall that's outfitted with Macintosh computers and a Cintiq drawing tablet. So students have the real world experience or the readiness to go work in a studio. It's a place for them to really dive into their ideas, explore their imaginations, and have an opportunity to express and communicate themselves.
I think one of the most exciting aspects of the CTE program that we have at Westerly High School is the excitement that our instructors bring to their craft of teaching as well as to the industry that they're specific to, and the energy that's matched by their students. It is pretty awesome to walk into our classrooms or our labs and see the work that goes on every day, and it's extremely rewarding to see our students come in as freshmen and really have no idea maybe what they're doing, and by the time they graduate and they have industry credentials and they're ready for the next level, whether that is college or career. That's just fantastic.
Coming up next, we visit A1 Roofing to find out how they're making a difference in the community. Stay tuned for more Locally New England.
Since starting in 2007, A1 Roofing and Construction has always placed an emphasis on community involvement and support. Whether it's an individual senior needing a new roof, or creating a learning center for First D Rhode Island at A1's headquarters in Middletown, A1 has always been there helping others. It's about choosing business partners that hold community involvement as important as you do. That's why A1 Roofing and Construction has GAF North America as their principal supplier of roofing materials, as well as their community partner. A1 and GAF are making the difference with Newport County's Church Community Housing Corporation. Church Community Housing is there to help deserving families with housing and existing housing rehabilitation or needs.
The people we serve it's a part of the population that if it wasn't for programs like this, they probably would lose their house.
Church Community identified a family in Portsmouth who had done so much for so many, but unfortunately, their home needed extensive rehabilitation.
She was in a really tough situation, so when John at Church Community reached out to us, we were more than happy to help and contribute, and then that started the ball rolling. I took it from there, reached out to GAF, and then with our resources and GAF combined, we've made that project come to fruition.
Our slogan is actually, we protect what matters most. The first protection that you have at your house is your roof. So I think GAF, for as long as I've been with this company, I've seen that firsthand, that we try to protect truly what matters most, and obviously a lot of that has to do with the community as well.
Makes a huge difference to us because we're always trying to see how we can get this done for people, and this was one of those cases where we didn't have an answer for how we were going to get all these things done, but we were able to through the generosity of Sean and his team and GAF, and they did fantastic.
Our company culture here at A1 is that we'll give until it hurts, and we truly live by that. When we can help, we help.
We're truly honored to have partnerships like we do in the community with contractors like A1.
There's a reason people use A1 Roofing and Construction on their projects, and it's more than just a roof.
Hi, I'm Rick Torres from the Empire Automotive Group. I've been in business in southeastern Massachusetts for 41 years. We presently have 4 stores. In the day-to-day operations are my sons Trevor and Tyler. We feel as though that it's very, very important for us to remain here in the South Coast area because this is where our family has been all our lives. My dad was a pig farmer. So when I started working at the car dealership in 1983 as a salesperson, I immediately knew that this was something I wanted to do. the career. I mean, it was so much better than being out on the farm, right? So I did pretty well, and moved up to a assistant closer, to a closer, to a sales manager, to a finance manager, to leasing, general sales manager, and then moved from one dealership to another, and I was afforded a buy-in opportunity in 2005. My mother-in-law looked at me and said, take the jump, take the jump. So we took the jump, and a lot of hard work, but it worked out really well. We see a lot of second generation, third generation car dealerships where family gets involved and it ends up, they don't work so well. Like usually the guy that's the big cog behind the wheel. So at a very, very young age with my kids, I started these boys out at the bottom. They were washing cars, they were cleaning poison ivy on the lot, weed whacking. They were doing everything, everything but walking around with a suit and tie on in the dealerships. And I'm very, very proud of who they are today. My son Tyler is the general manager of Empire Ford in Fall River and Empire Ford in New Bedford. My son Trevor is general manager of the Hyundai store and our pre-owned superstore in Swansea. And I'm just so excited, trying to hand the day-to-day operations over to the next generation.
We just feel like, it's just beneficial to make sure that we stay in the city of Fall River and develop the city as it grows. And we've been here for over 2 decades now. I mean, I want to say about like 24 years. So our love for the city is strong, it's great, and we just want to make sure that it just carries forward.
We're lucky enough to be in a position where we can give back. So whether that's, the Special Olympics in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Dana-Farber, Jimmy Fund, or sponsoring countless local police departments, fire departments, the state police. And for me, being prior service, it's also really important that we support our local military organizations as well. So we do a lot with Fort Tabor, Fort Rodman, with the military museum there, honoring a veteran every month that's passed away. That's something that's always been really near and dear to my heart because my grandfather was a military veteran who fought in World War II. So it's really good to see the legacy and the memories continue to live on.
This is our area, this is our home, and that's why we would never think of going anywhere else.
We have nearly 150 active volunteers. Our volunteers are truly the backbone of this organization. Many of them have significant years of experience. They are the initial contact for patients and visitors and really set the tone for the overall experience at South County Health.
I became interested in volunteering as a result of my sister. My sister was a ER nurse for 25 years, and I was approaching retirement. She suggested emergency room volunteering. The rest is history, and I'm in my 11th year and love it.
Many of them have significant years of experience. They are at that initial point of contact, from admission to discharge. They are involved in every step of the patient's journey. They really open the interaction and close the interaction, and they do an incredible job as ambassadors for the organization.
My post is escort services. So if somebody's coming in to have, say, a procedure that lasts a few hours, I will be one of the people that escorts them to the waiting room and gets them started on their journey through their day of surgery or whatever other treatment they have to have. And then when they're finished, that's when I'm called upon to wheel them out to their cars if they've had general anesthesia.
It's very gratifying. This is a way for me to give back to the community. As people come to the hospital, most people are not coming to the hospital because they feel good. Most people are in discomfort or coming in for a procedure. And so as I'm walking them from the main lobby into the surgical suite, I'm able to ask them if they've had a procedure before, explain to them what to expect. My goal in those situations is to have them feel more comfortable by the time we get to the waiting room in that short 90-second walk that we have.
I think one of my gifts is helping people feel at ease. I am taking them down to something that's maybe making them nervous, and then, of course, I try to tell them what the weather's like when this whole thing's over.
Volunteer services can have a profound impact on the overall experience of patients and visitors, and really staff. We are working in a very lean healthcare environment, and they offer up an opportunity for expansion of services. Not necessarily clinical tasks, but they can do non-clinical tasks and those things that can support the clinical team. And that additional support is really invaluable.
I feel what sets apart South County Hospital from other organizations is the end-to-end experience that people do receive from the time they walk in Certain days they're going to hear piano music, they're going to be greeted by a volunteer, they're going to be signed in a friendly manner, walk down to the surgery area with a nice friendly chat on the way, and then they're going to be met by the nursing staff who are incredibly friendly, and we hear about how wonderful the nurses are as we're wheeling them out after the procedures, and we bring them all the way out to their cars.
I love working with the people that I work with. I love working with the patients that I interact with. So I feel like I've gained a lot of new friends since I've come to work here.
We're always looking for volunteers, and I would say we are looking for those team members that actually have aligned values. So we're looking for people that are empathetic, that are active listeners, that are willing to put themselves in a place of service. We have high school volunteers, we have baby boomers, we have Gen X. We recruit pretty much anyone in those age groups, and obviously we're going to give them an age-appropriate assignment.
We're tops in the state for many, many years in patient experience and patient satisfaction. The hospital's very focused on that. We fill in the cracks and make the total patient experience what it is today.
We do also ensure when we are interviewing our volunteers that we understand what they're passionate about. We try to align what their interests are to the area that they're going to be deployed to. That's really what differentiates our volunteer group in South County Health from other health systems.
Nurses, orderlies, people in the cafeteria, everybody in this hospital is very supportive of the volunteers.
If somebody asked me about volunteering here, it would be easy. I would say do it. You're going to get more out of it than you're going to put into it. That was the biggest surprise for me. I thought I would volunteer a few days a week into the community, and what I've gotten out of it is much more than that. So I would simply say do it.
The volunteers are very much integrated into everything that we do. The CEO sometimes refers to them as our secret sauce. They have unique and very intentional interactions with the public and are fantastic ambassadors for us.
Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We learned about some great options for career and technical training.
We look forward to seeing you for the next edition of Locally New England.